An unexpected thing just happened in the MLB, and the Blue Jays could shake up the locker room with these moves. Yes, hello, hi everybody. I know it's very dark times in Blue Jays land right now, with only a 38% chance, according to Fangraphs, to make playoffs. Things don't look good for those Blue Jays. But this move by the LA Angels has kind of shocked the whole baseball world, and the Blue Jays might have a chance to add some much needed reinforcements. First released by Jeff Passan, he says that the LA Angels have placed starter Lucas Giolito, relievers Matt Moore and Ronaldo Lopez, and outfielders Hunter Renfroe and Randall Grichuk on waivers. And all of these players can be claimed by teams for free this Thursday. Now, how it would work is the teams with the lower record would get priority first. However, a lot of teams with a lower record may not be so inclined to be adding on these players so late in the season, especially if playoff dreams are out of sight and they're just going for a bit of a tank, which gives the Toronto Blue Jays, a team who's on the lower end of competitive teams, a chance to potentially add one of these players. So out of these 5 players, who do the Blue Jays go and add? Well, you know it doesn't make a lot of sense to go and add another starting pitcher to this already dominant Blue Jays rotation. So even though Lucas Giolito's having a good season, you probably don't go and add him. And as for Matt Moore and Ronaldo Lopez, I mean, if we didn't make the additions we already made this season to the bullpen, these are 2 very quality options. But again, bullpen has not been an issue for this team. The big issue, as we all know, the offense. The Blue Jays could definitely use some offensive help, especially with runners in scoring position. There are 2 bats available from the LA Angels, and that is Hunter Renfroe and our good friend Randall Grichuk.
Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is also in collaboration with iGaming Ontario. Must be 19 years older to participate. And guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Hunter Renfroe has been known around the league for being a quality power right-handed bat with some pretty below average defense. And he was having a decent season in the first half, but in the second half of the season, Hunter Renfroe has been scuffling with an OPS of 677, and to make matters worse, he's got a runner in scoring position batting average of 164. Okay, so maybe you don't want to add Hunter Renfroe to this lineup, but what about Randall Grichuk? A player who we here at Blue Jays Today were saying, hey, maybe you go add this guy. He's been pretty hot in Coors Field. Well, ever since leaving the Rockies, the numbers have not looked good, folks. Since being traded, he's got an OPS of 562. Well, what about hitting in the clutch? Can Randall do that? Well, no. With runners in scoring position, he's got an OPS of 594. And while you might say the guys that we currently have aren't that much better, I mean, you've got Ernie Clement and Mason McCoy replacing the injured Matt Chapman and Bo Bichette. So I guess if you want to add on Randall Grichuk and Hunter Renfroe to replace Ernie Clement and Mason McCoy, who don't have a ton of major league experience, to try and bridge the gap between the return of Bo Bichette and Matt Chapman, I guess you could do that. And hey, I guess you do add one of these guys, and they do get hot. And when Bo and Matt eventually do get back, you could use one of the options from Santiago Espinal and send him to the minor leagues for the rest of the season. That makes sense, right? We just need the current Blue Jay bats to just do better, because if they don't, then goodbye postseason. But you guys let me know what you think about all these waiver wire claims. Who would you pick up if you had to choose? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, go Jays go.